Hello, everyone.
Um,
This is Rick Latona, and this is the open house presentation of Flower Explosion. I am joined by Camilo Cruz. Camilo, thank you for joining us.
one of the co-founders of flowerexplosion.com.
Great. So before we get started, just a little bit of background. For those who are watching but haven't had a chance to get their audio working, I wanted to give them a chance to read this. For everybody else, if you have any questions, please use the GoToWebinar software to ask the questions, and I will read them off at the appropriate time if I know that we're about to get to a section about that, or at the end of the presentation if necessary. So with that, uh, Camilo, would you do us the honor of kind of just telling us the history of Flower Explosion, why you started it, when you started it, just kind of what the whole thing's about?
Sure. So Explosion is a project that began in 2009. It was founded in Wilmington, Delaware, by me and another partner. The idea of this was to develop an online store that would distribute bulk flowers farm direct to the customers. This meant that the flowers would not have to be stored at a warehouse or a cooler and then wait. As well as some brokers in Miami for other types of flowers that we couldn't find. We will discuss more about this later. And basically, that's what our website does. Our target audience is mainly people related to the wedding industry, such as designers, florists, and mainly brides. Our offer consists in providing them specific flowers that may or may not be available at their local wholesaler or the flower shop at lower prices and deliver it on their door on the exact day they want. So this has been running for over 4 years now. It has been growing since then, and we're pretty confident about the project right now. There are not many companies that that work under this model of cut to order or farm direct. Mainly because it's hard to access the Latin American markets where most of the flowers come from. Yeah, so basically that's what the site is doing right now.
Okay. Yeah. So great. We're gonna have some questions about the whole Farm Direct thing coming up here.
Mhm.
Um, this was something that you sent. Just what's included in the sale. What is the Flexos order management software?
Well, that is it stands for Flower Explosion Ordering System. It's a really cool software that we developed 2 years ago once we started to receive many more orders daily. So what this software does is it takes all of the orders that come into the site, which is based on a Magento platform, and it organizes all the orders under the delivery date when they need to ship out, because and there's something really important we need to understand on our site, that since it is intended to the wedding industry, we get orders that need to be shipped out maybe in 1 month, 2 months, or next week. So what this system does is it orders all of the orders upon the delivery date and the date when we need to ship this out, and then it's easier for the flower buyer just to log it into the system, see what needs to be ordered from which farms, and just like buy it.
Okay. Um, so this whole supplying farms and products database. Let me actually go to the next slide and ask you about that, because I think one of
Mhm.
the biggest thing about this business is your whole farm to direct model. You have an office or partner in Ecuador. Is that what I understand?
Um, yes, well, one of my partners, the other partner, the co-founder, he lived in Ecuador for some time, so he developed, he learned about the flower business there. We had a small logistics office up there while he was living there, and currently we don't have it anymore, but everything is already set up, so we don't need it. Um, this distribution model, it's a relatively new trend. The oldest business that started with this has been there for like 8 years. We have been 4 years under this model, and I can say that there are no more than 5 companies nowadays doing this. So basically, what we do is we have developed commercial relationships with more than 35 farms in Ecuador and in Colombia, uh, around 5 farms in California and 2 farms in Alaska. And we have a huge catalog of products that we constantly upload to the site. And whenever we get an order, we contact the farms. They are always on Skype. So mainly what you need is a flower buyer that sees, for instance, okay, we need red roses. This farm in Ecuador is going to provide us that flower. We ask them to prepare the shipment and ship it out, let's say, on Friday. We send them the label, and they just send it. So it's pretty much a drop ship method that we use. For this, we are under a special FedEx flower program that started as a pilot 5 years ago. We were one of the first companies that went into this program, and right now it's very well known in Latin America among farms. So we just send them the labels, and it's as if we would be shipping something domestic. The farms take care of that. They send it to the airport, and FedEx then takes on, and the flowers get delivered. It sounds right now pretty simple, and that's the way how we wanted the customers to see this. But behind everything, it's an export and an import model. So right now, everything is already set up. The process with customs, all the applications of credit with the farms, and all that. So it's right now it's just a matter of ordering it, checking what products you need, checking which farms provide those, and shipping.
And do the economics work if just a consumer wants flowers for themselves, or is it primarily a wholesale model?
No, it does work for, it's not actually a wholesale model. It's more like a retail for specific events. For instance, we do offer just 25 bunches for, I don't know, as a gift. During Valentine's and Mother's Day, actually those are our best-selling products. We sell a bouquet of 12 roses, 25 roses. It mainly depends on whatever the farms can ship. For instance, we work with farms that provide as many as 2,000 roses for wholesalers on a single shipment, as well as other farms that do bouquets for us, and we ship that in small boxes on a daily basis. So pretty much under this system, you can either ship wholesale or retail. Since FedEx is the one who's shipping, you can use whatever size you need.
What percentage of your business is wholesale now?
Right now, wholesale I would say is 20% of the business, and retail is 80%. This changes during Valentine's as we get a little bit more of wholesale orders. Then it changes to, I would say, 60 and 40% on wholesale.
So you said that you do a lot of business to wedding planners and stuff like that. Would you consider that a retail or a wholesale buyer?
I would consider a retail buyer.
Okay. All right. So that makes more sense to me now, because I guess in my head I was thinking that was wholesale, but okay.
Yeah. No, well, wholesale is mainly like a florist, a big florist that would buy dozens of roses to resell to like the bouquets and then resell them. Designers are people who usually buy a couple of hundred roses specifically each week for a different event or a party.
So it's almost like you have three categories. It's almost like you have small retail, wholesale, and then bulk.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. So I see that on your website you got a phone number. Who answers that?
Well, that toll-free number is answered. In the States, we have hired one customer service person who follow-ups on leads, checks that the orders are arriving right, and answers the toll-free number to take orders by phone.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, and then that is also included on the sale. It can be directed to any phone. Um, I mean, we are starting since last year. We started to put more emphasis on the phone and ordering by phone. We have started tracking the how many calls we get, and after Valentine's, I mean during Valentine's and Mother's Day, uh, you definitely need someone to answer that phone because you get orders like every minute. Then during the rest of the year, it's a phone that mainly, since we are we are working on the wedding industry. People like to feel that there's someone behind and that they can contact someone if something's wrong with the flowers or
Yeah, of
if the
course.
bride wants to change something. So it's important to have like the big number there.
Sure. Uh, you sent this screenshot of your admin panel. What are
Hmm.
we looking at here?
Yes, that is the administration panel where we get where we see all the orders that come in, and you can also manage the catalog. It's pretty friendly user friendly. I mean, you can add some products, some other categories without any programming. That is the e-commerce platform that we are using.
Okay. Um, Here's a shot from your analytics. This is a 1 year shot, so it shows some stability in traffic. Just wanted to make sure everybody had a chance to see this. Um, Here's your revenue. So Valentine's Day and Mother's Day, it's pretty obvious the impact those dates have, huh?
Definitely, those are huge dates. Valentine's especially, you get many orders, and the profit in Valentine's is it's bigger, also because you get many orders from like really retail or final customers that want to buy those 25 flowers for their girlfriend. And in those products, they sell for like higher prices, and profit is bigger.
Here's the expenses. So this looks like it's the average expenses kind of creeped up a little bit over time. I guess not that much, only from 5,500 to 6,500. The numbers don't look as drastic as the line does. What are your main expenses?
Mhm. Well, as you can see, the top peak there was Valentine's. It's mainly because during Valentine's we needed to hire someone else to help answering the phone and taking orders. Then our main expense, I would say, is the flower buyer, the person who has to buy the flowers all the day, every day. And we are spending 2 grand a month on SEO. Uh, those are the two main expenses of the site. Then uh, the rest of expenses are just under 1,000, like I don't know, internet, the registration of the domains and all that.
So the like shipping expenses are not included here, correct?
No, they are including the cost of goods.
Okay, okay, perfect. So, walk us through a day in the life owning this thing. What do you do during the day?
Sure. So now that everything is established, it really works in a simple way. For instance, we get an order online or over the phone. The system automatically organizes that on the system. So every day you need to log into the system and you'll see what products need to be shipped. For this, we require or we will require a person who's the flower buyer. Um, I would say on average the flower purchases would take around 3 to 4 hours a day. And it really depends on how fast the buyer is able to order the products from the farms. Um, Maybe if he or she can buy the flowers in advance, do and send the labels. Well, the next day he won't have to do anything, just check if new orders came in. Um, so getting back to the example, you get an order, the flower buyer checks that, orders it to the farm under the database of suppliers, sends them the FedEx label, and so on until all the orders of the day are complete. From there on, the work is done. The farm ships out the flowers, and FedEx takes care of the rest. Then we also have someone hired. We currently have someone who handles customer support and the toll-free number. So this person is in charge of being in the office on like from 9 to 6 to see if someone has any issue with flowers or wants to order online or something like that, and also contact the leads that we get all the time. We have some, like many customers that want to register for a newsletter or that write on our blog. So this person should be contacting them, and that's pretty much it. That's all the logistics behind Flower Explosion at this point. There's also some other work that you would need to do depending on the time of the year, and if you want to expand the company. For instance, there are flower farm festivals in Ecuador, in Colombia, in the States, in Las Vegas, once every year or so, and that's pretty much, I mean, not really related to the day-to-day operations, but it's something that one should think of if you're looking to expand the company.
Got it. Speaking of expanding the company, if a new buyer asked you, what you had always thought of doing but never got to do, or where do you see the future of this business, what would you tell them?
Well, I definitely see a big future here. As I told you, there are not many companies doing this. Our main competitor is called 50flowers.com. They are the oldest one in the business. They're huge. I would say their gross revenue yearly, it's like 7 million. And that's mainly because they are well positioned in Google. Obviously their AdWords and SEO monthly budget, it's really high, but just increasing a little bit of the SEO and the AdWords budget that we have, you are able to double or even triple what you are selling within the next years. The thing is that it's a very competitive market. Everyone's looking for instance, wedding flowers, garden roses, and things like that. So as long as you're able to get on and be strong on certain keywords, you're going to get traffic all the time. So I definitely look a good chance to grow here. And the good thing is that you're not getting the flowers to your place and waiting for someone to go and buy them. Since you're just buying upon demand to the farms, this enables you to grow as much as you can. I mean, if you get tons of orders, well, then probably you're just going to have to hire a second buyer if the first flower buyer is too busy, and that's it. Then the software and the website take care of the rest, as well as the logistics. Everything's handled by FedEx, so you don't really get to get like really involved in the logistics process, since it is managed by third-party either growers or logistic companies.
And all those relationships that you guys have built up with the growers, that's easy to transfer to the new buyer?
Well, yeah. I mean, we would definitely notify all of the farms that flowerexplosion.com has changed owners, but it's just a matter of telling them, okay, now you will speak to this person. In the farm business, especially in the farm growers in Latin America, they only assign you like a sales rep, and by the way, they do speak English, which is good. Mm-hmm. And it's only a matter of transferring that. I mean the commercial relationship is already there, so it's not a big deal. It's just a matter of us letting them know that the flower buyer has a different name now. It's pretty much that's it.
All right. So why are you selling it?
Well, the thing is, we hadn't really thought about selling the company in the first place, but some things have changed. The partner that co-founded the company with me, he will be moving to Australia on March next year. So that is something that okay made us think, okay, are we going to keep running Flower Explosion? What should we do? Then I do have other personal projects as well. I started this project as soon as I graduated from college. So I do have plenty other projects that I want to do. Um, I believe that right now is the time where I can either um, sell the company or stick with it and make it grow much more. Um, so uh, that's I think I mentioned this to you the other day. If the price is right, well, I think it's okay to sell it now.
Okay. Um, look, Camilo, you did a really good job explaining all this. We don't have any questions waiting for us here at the end, so I think we can go ahead and wrap it up. The for anyone who has more questions after this or they'd like more information, the listing broker. Well, look, someone just raised their hand.
Mhm.
Um, or they might have clicked the hand button by accident. I don't see an actual question. Bill, if you have a question, can you type it out using the software? While we, while we wait for him to do that, anybody can reach out to Adam at latonas.com, and if my door is always open too, if you want to just email Rick at latonas.com. Okay, so here's the question: how many daily orders did you get in July? Do you
How
happen to
many
know that?
daily orders in July? I can get that information real quick. Just a second.
Okay. And the follow-up to that would be, what's your average order volume?
Okay. What I can tell is in July we dispatched 165 orders.
Okay.
And our every order has an average value of around $200. So yeah, it adds up pretty much to what we did in July. It's a little bit less what we did, but on average that would be it. Um,
So around three a day, worth about $200 United States dollars each.
yeah, well, a little bit more because we got 165 orders. So you divide that by 30, it's 5.5 orders. Yeah, that's what we usually handle every day.
Okay. And what about have you had any problems with chargebacks or credit card processing issues?
Well, no. I mean, it's amazing, but we haven't had a chargeback. We've had one chargeback in our entire history, and the thing is that we provide products that are really high quality. I don't know if you guys know something about the flowers industry in Latin America, but the Ecuadorian roses and well, overall all the Ecuadorian flowers are considered among the best in the world. So regarding quality, we have not experienced like high volume of issues, and we have had a pretty fast response. Besides the flower farms that we manage in Ecuador and in Colombia, we also have some fellow flower brokers, mainly in Miami, because Miami is the port of entry of flowers in the States, where we are able to we are able to use those brokers as a backup plan. So let's say, I mean, we're handling perishable products, so something may happen. I don't know. the flowers, if FedEx lost a box, or I don't know, there was a storm or something, we're always able to uh, call these brokers and ask for an overnight shipment. So we are very reputable among our customers. We have, if you check on weddingwire.com, which is one of the most used websites for brides that are looking for vendors, you'll see that we have a rate that's over 4.6 over 5, which is really, really good. I mean, we're known for offering a good service and high quality products, and that's why we haven't gotten chargeback so far.
Okay. What about have you had any like shipping issues from Latin America during the summer? Like, has heat caused any problems?
Not really. Actually, the thing is that the program that FedEx uses is a special flower program, and everything that's shipped out from Ecuador and Colombia travels through a cool chain system. So the flowers are kept cool in cool rooms until they get to Memphis, and from Memphis they take on the overnight, the priority overnight, and they are delivered the next morning.
So all
So I
logistics are
mean, we
handled.
have had.
All logistics are handled
Mhm.
by FedEx, right? You get the order in, you send it to FedEx and the farm, and then FedEx goes and picks it up and gets it to the customer.
Exactly. It's either FedEx or UPS. We have been using FedEx lately because they increased our discount percentages, and there's something really cool about FedEx that they just started this year, well, this fall with us, and it's that we have different accounts with FedEx. One is for Ecuador, one is for Colombia, and one is a new domestic account. So with this domestic account, each account has a different discount percentages, and for instance, the domestic one is like 62% for Canada. Oh, we just got a new rate for Canada, so we were thinking about creating a mirror site instead of being flowerexplosion.com, just flowerexplosion.ca, and change the prices to Canada now that we have this rate with FedEx. And all of the shipments that you have, it doesn't matter if it's from Ecuador or Colombia or domestic, they add up as a gross value for FedEx, and this increases our discounts as well as points. That they have a rewarding point system. So that's why we have been lately using mostly FedEx.
Got it. What's like your average box shipping cost per order?
Um, well, about shipping, let's talk about a box of 50 roses that sells for around like $85, and the cost, including shipping, is around 60%. So if the box sells for $100, the flowers and the cost would be 60, the profit 40.
Okay.
But,
Well,
yeah, and we have a scale. We have a. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead and finish what you were going to say.
Yeah, yeah. We have a sheet where we just type in the price that the farm charges us for a certain flower, and it calculates exactly what price we should put it on the website. So right now, what we use is that this 40%. That's our markup, and that's how we put the prices online.
Got it. All right. Listen, I've got to wrap this up because if I don't do it, the software is going to force me to do it because it's only a limited amount of time that we get allowed. If anybody has additional questions, we're more than happy to get everything answered. Like I said before, you can email Adam@latonas.com as the listing broker, or me personally, Rick@latonas.com. Camilo, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks. Bye-bye.